Hey guys, welcome back to Front Seat Driver. My name is Jason. We are once again on our way to Corvette World. I had been talking to Rob from Corvette World. You know, it's going to be a while until the C8 Z06 comes out, and I thought maybe it's time to get a C8 along with my Z06. So we're going to go today and we're going to test drive one of these, and let's see if I don't maybe take one home. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Let's head into Corvette World right now. All right, guys, we are walking in here to Corvette World. They got their Toys for Tots set up coming soon. And check it out. They are set up for Christmas. Look at all the bears. I love Christmas.
All right. So, Jason, this is your first time in a C8?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, first time driving.
Yes.
Okay, well.
First time in the passenger seat.
Yeah, there you go. Well, now this particular specimen here, so we got a 2021 convertible. It's a fully loaded 3LT Z51 mag ride front lift, so it's about as low as you can get. It's got the suede package here in the seats and the steering wheel. Obviously we got suede everywhere because it's Napa, and it's a 3LT. So, all right.
Is my door open?
Yes, it is.
That's what I thought. See?
Shut your door, man.
I know. It's not a practice run. And I love this screen. The screen is so nice.
Again, like the C4, like the C7, and now the C8, you know, it's a cockpit. This cockpit is the most intuitive yet.
Yes.
Everything is fully accessible. Everything is touchable. Absolutely. Now, front liftability. I know your Lambo had it. So this one here, you got this button right here in the middle of the control. Hit it. The vehicle raising goes up about 1.5 inches. And then extra clearance. So as you hit again, vehicle lowering.
Nice. Now it has GPS as well, so
yeah. So it'll remember if you set it to do so, it'll remember that spot.
Gotcha.
So this car here is past the initial break-in. We got 1,124 miles on it. So I can get into the rev a little bit.
Nice. Well, is it 500 miles on this like it is on the C7?
Yes, but and I made this mistake once already, which I've said on Mike's videos. I'll say it here. You do not have to get your first oil change at 500 miles on this car because they redesigned the dry sump oil system. We don't have to worry about it in that fashion. You do your first oil change and transmission fluid exchange you do together at 5,000 miles. So
not bad.
Yeah, but you still have to do that break-in cautionary behave yourself period for the first 500. Let it break in, but you just don't have to change the oil right after.
Exactly. Now, do you also need to replace the DCT air filter, or the DCT filter, I mean?
Yeah, that's part of that trans fluid exchange. Well, I should say it isn't a full fluid exchange. It's more of a pan drop kind of deal where, they change the filter and you get some new fluid out of it. Yeah, it's part of that break-in.
That's what I thought. Dude, I really like it. It seems a little bit tighter, though, on the passenger seat because of the wall.
I think it's an illusion because it's tighter in that maybe if it's taller over here, it feels like you're more bucketed in.
Right.
But I can tell you right now, you know, if you sit in a C7, you're gonna notice you will have more foot room in the C8.
So you know what I think it is that the wall comes down a little bit further, and so if this was wide open, you wouldn't. So you're not. I don't feel like more confined at all. What it is, I think, is just the wall right here. It makes me feel like I think that it's a little tighter, but it's actually not.
Gotcha. Now, obviously, we're filming here. I'm gonna just right off the bat. I mean, what do you think about the smoothness right off the way?
Oh my goodness, it's like a luxury car.
Yeah.
I mean, it's way smoother than my Z06 is. I mean, night and day. And what mode are we in?
Right now we're in Tour, so we're gonna be switching modes here. But what I want to do is, so we're not blasting the audience here with wind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and put the top up. So here we go.
At 29 miles per hour.
As long as you're 30 and under.
Yep. We're at 27.
Yep. Just hold this button over here.
Nice.
Now, if you keep holding it, it'll roll up the windows and stuff.
Right. Now, the window we can roll up and down. This is one of my favorite parts, is the rear window. We can roll it up and down.
Up or down.
That.
Yep. And I'll leave it down so we got a better camera view.
Yes, I absolutely love that. Because, you know, the Ferrari does that.
Yep. And just like 7, you can change the modes on the fly. So here we go with Sport. all your adjustable modes. See, look at that. You can control it all. And of course, then go track mode too.
Now,
it changes.
Do they recommend you not drive ever in track mode on the road?
Well, you know,
I mean, in general,
yeah, for the obvious reason, it's harder on you, the car, and suspension on a road that's not, you know, smooth.
Correct.
And you're gonna start seeing probably in the camera we're getting some shake. You know, now I got train tracks coming up. I'm gonna go back to tour for a second.
I just remember them telling me at Ron Fellows, basically stay on the C7, stay out of track mode on the streets. Just you crack a rim.
Exactly. Well, that's what happens a lot is because of that. Now, just FYI, now see how, look at this, see in the track mode, see everything's maxed out as you expect. But you also got these customizable modes. So here, if I go Z mode, so you hit that. Now see if I wanted to change it. See, I can now edit it if I want to.
Nice.
Engine sound maxed out, but see, I do it just by a one-touch button instead of having to fiddle with a selector switch.
That's pretty. I like that a lot. And these also come with PDRs, right? Just like the C7?
Yes, correct. And I didn't put one in here, but it does have it. Yeah, as long as you got it. Now, in the C7, 1 and 2 LT navigation with PDR was optional. And the C8, optional on a 1, standard on 2 and 3.
Okay. Still love the sound of the exhaust.
Oh, yeah. Now, right now, I got her in, you know, Z mode, which is custom into kind of a hybrid sport track kind of setup.
Gotcha.
But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put it in sport so I get something a little bit more consistent.
And this is a 2 or 3 LT, I forget.
3.
3 LT, okay.
Now, see, it'll go pretty far in the band.
That's what I was going to say, it did.
But see how it's very smooth as it does it. Right. It's not visceral like the Z06 is. It's just very sleek is the way I like to describe it. Now, paddle shifting. Let's go Manumatic. This is the part, and again, dual clutch transmission.
Yeah.
Instantaneous. Look at that.
Sound
boom,
and the
boom, boom.
It's
instant.
I love it.
Alrighty. Radius is
really good.
As tight as can be. Yeah. And just like with the 7, anytime you want to get on Manumatic, just pop it up and drive.
So, you know, one of the things that was pretty cool with the, on my auto, my Grand Sport, you could punch the throttle and then it would go into a
performance shift active.
Yes. Does this also have that?
No. Okay. Because it being a dual clutch, it's pretty much always there.
Gother. So you don't have to worry about trying to get that.
And the computer's just, well, let me put it this way. See, right now I'm just kind of cruising along, and if I get on it, it's just it's just right there.
I love that slight little head rush that you get. Just it's so awesome.
Now, you know, as far as any hesitation and that kind of stuff, you know, the pedal commander will fix any of that for those that want to do that kind of stuff. And I did that with Mike, and that pedal commander surprised the hell out of me.
Really?
Doesn't help with the launch at all, because the launch on this thing's what it is. But that mid band, like you're just cruising it.
Yep.
And well, he turned it on ludicrous mode, and it was like the equivalent of me putting the pedal to the floor with the tap of the pedal.
Goodness.
So that was very interesting, to say the least.
Is it easy to control?
It is. Let me put it this way: I find it easier to control than any other Vet. So
interesting.
Yeah, because the traction control of this thing is so neat. Now, I haven't played with this thing much with it off, but you know, why would I want to? You do have launch control both in sport and track mode in this thing. In this case, I'll go to track mode. So you go to track mode, you hit the traction control button twice to put you in PTM active. So see, we got it on wet, and then you got dry, sport 1, and all that. All right, let's see a little demonstration.
That literally took my breath away. I'm not even kidding. That was impressive. Yeah, that was sweet. It's funny though, I love it because the first time even in my cars, I do it a couple times. After that, I don't get that same exhilaration, but I love it. That was exhilarating. I'm not even kidding.
And you know, it's a little side note for our audience here. What happened was we had a truck making a turn, and I was sitting in the middle of the roadway, so I had to get out of the way pretty quick. So I did that pretty spontaneously. So look at how, just by spontaneous, what do you think that 0 to 60 time was? I didn't clock it like a dummy. I don't know. There. I'm gonna say that was definitely probably right at 3 seconds, because that was.
You could go do it again and find out.
Well, I'm gonna let you take the wheel, my friend, because I think I've had my fun.
All right, let's go.
So I think the C8's launch control gets Jason's thumbs up of approval.
100%. And I love these red seat belts. I think they look. I just love that little bit of color break, and I wish I would have been. I wish I would have done that in the Grand Sport. If I would have been able to do that, put the blue to match, that would have been awesome. Actually, let's go to manual and just put it first. All right.
You okay with the seat?
Yeah, I moved it.
Gotcha.
All right, go out left.
Yep.
I still really love the exhaust on here, and I love that pop.
Yep.
That is just.
Yeah, well, you're still in track mode. In fact, I still have the traction control off. Let's do that. Let's kill that. There we go.
All right.
All right. You're in track mode, but I'm going to go ahead and drop you to sport. So
okay,
it's a little bit more.
You know, it's funny, and I might be different if I'm in this, but when I was in the Lamborghini, I never drove in regular automatic mode. I always drove with the traction control.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and that's only a good hands-on for you in this case. You can get a feel for how much you like this dual clutch setup.
Love the sound. I love it. It's amazing. Go straight or go up to the right? Or
no, keep going straight.
So this is my longest drive yet. I love the downshift. So the most I've driven the C8 is around the shop, and it was nice, but this is so much better. And I got to tell you, I really, it drives a lot better than the C7. There's literally no question, night and day. And I like how it lights up for you whenever you need to switch gears.
Yep.
Which so does the C7, but man, that sound, I'm literally all about sound. I don't know why, but the exhaust, this is why I'm not a fan of Tesla, and I could never be a big Tesla fan, because I love the sound of exhaust. I'm not saying I couldn't own one, but it will never give you the same feeling that this gives you, and everything being right at your fingertips. The screen, I really do like the screen too. It's LED.
Yep.
Race a Mustang.
Haven't seen him since third gear.
Exactly. Yeah. And it does have a good grip on the road. I mean, I feel complete comfort right here. No, you know, sadly, even in the Lambo, I still felt a little uneasy at times going around some of the turns too quickly, but this feels like it has such great grip.
Confidence.
Very confident, absolutely.
We'll make it right.
Yeah, it's such a well-done car. And the paddle shifters, this is one of the things I love about this. The paddle shifts are so crisp and quick, where with the C7 and my Grand Sport, I drove with the paddle shifters a lot, and oh my goodness, that gap, you're like, it was just terrible, you know. These are, I love the DCT. I know the Huracans, I don't know why I was waiting at this light, didn't need to, but the Huracan and all that has it, I know, but man, I gotta tell you, this is way better. For those of you that think, oh, it's not a Lamborghini, it's not, whatever, honestly, drive one. If you don't like it, okay.
That's the truth, you know. Again, those of us that have driven these cars, you know, that's where you get your pity. It isn't just, I've been a lifelong Corvette guy, you know. I've driven them. I've literally driven at least something from every generation. A lot of C4 and newer. So, you know, I mean, this is, look at right here. You know, I mean, what's interesting about this is just how smooth it is. It almost inspires, I want to say it almost inspires overconfidence. That's where you got to be careful because it's so smooth around corners.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm definitely impressed with this. No way. And the paddle shifts on here, the paddles are so much better than some of the ones in the previous generation.
Yep.
I mean, these are actually metal, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Love them.
Yeah, they did the improvements where they needed to. That's for sure. C7 did a whole lot of things right. But, you know, the little areas that got a few complaints, that's where they did touch them up in this generation.
Yes.
They definitely did.
Well, and like I said, I'm absolutely super impressed with this. I mean, beyond belief. It really, truly is much better than I gave it credit for. Now, I have to admit, I got a little bit of belief in the car just driving it around here at Corvette World, just moving it from one spot to another. I was like, you know, it seems to drive really good. We have a neutral, double click.
Yes,
neutral?
you do. Yep, hold it.
Okay.
It'll go neutral. Yep, see how you got a temporary neutral.
Oh, okay, so but will it stay? So
remember we're not in motion. I think you have to be in don't you have to be in motion for that? What you're trying to do?
So no, I guess it's different because this is a dual clutch. My Lambo was a single clutch, and I would put it into neutral so it didn't it would save the clutch because it wasn't compressed.
Gotcha. Yeah. Now this thing, you know, I know it'll go neutral if you do both paddles at the same time.
Right. So it does, but it doesn't stay. Right? Is that like if I was coasting, we'd be in neutral?
Right. Okay. Yeah, it'll still go.
So if you wanted to rev it or something, you could.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Yeah. If you want to, that's what Street Speed did when he went through that tunnel when he had his C8.
Oh, because they put it neutral. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's cool. But yeah, man, this is
What do you think?
I love it. I think it's time for a C8. I mean, I love my Z06, but you know,
they've come a long way.
This is it's so much better than I gave it. Yeah, the credit I gave it in the beginning. I mean, night and day difference. So, well, cool. Well, let's look also at one other car while we're here because there's another car. We don't have to take it out, but let's go check out the Hypersonic Gray.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hypersonic Gray. Absolutely amazing. Love that car.
Yes.
Let's go look at it. All right, guys. So this is the one we just took out. This is the 2021 Silver Flare. The silver looks so good on this car. I know I'm probably a fanboy of all of the colors, so you know, maybe take that with a grain of salt. I love this. One thing I would probably change though is the spoiler here is paint match, and I would probably do carbon flash just to get that break up. But the thing that I love about this is the black roof with the painted nacelles. I absolutely love that. To me, it just makes it look so high, you know, so supercar-ish to me. And anyway, such a beautiful color. But this one is $119,995, and it is a 3LT front end lift, mag ride, and it has some carbon fiber inside as well. If you see by the seats, let's open up, take a look here. But definitely a beautiful car. It's got 1,103 miles on it, I believe. Probably 1,105 miles on it now. But I mean, what do you guys think about this? Such a beautiful color and such a beautiful car. As you know, I am now a fanboy for the C8. So, and I love the red seat belts. That accent makes such a big difference on it. Man, if you guys are interested in this, everybody needs to call Corvette World. If you're in position to get a C8, this is the one for you. Absolutely love it. But we're gonna go check out one more right over there. We're gonna go check that car out. See, right there, we're gonna go check that out.